Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII 5E. We will be picking up once again in the town of Kalm with Cloud being played by Ian.
Hello.
Do you have anything to say for yourself, Ian?
Being Cloud is a sad and scary experience, but I'm loving every second of it.
That's how it goes. Once again, a new image of the Calm Inn has been found.
This one honestly kind of sums up my entire emotional state. Just Cloud, damn. Two exclamation points.
Yep. Okay, so last time we left off, what did you even do last time? I don't remember.
I flew a book. I talked to
Oh,
Aerith. I
right. I
ignored
remember that.
Tifa.
Yep.
I childishly ignored the social problems we're having with people instead of confronting them at all. Yeah, it was a great time.
Okay, so there were two remaining jobs in the bounty board when you left. Uh, so you can check that board if you want to see if there are any new quests or to pursue any of the other ones.
Hmm.
Very cool. Okay, so you wake up this day.
Alright. I guess I get up, put the sword on my back, and I guess we're gonna go correct Aleph and Tifa to go to the Chocobo farm so I can talk to that guy about maybe letting me race the Chocobo in the race.
Where do
Please.
you go?
I will go to Ayla's room first and knock.
Who is it?
It's Cloud.
She comes out.
Ready to go to the Chocobo farm.
All right.
As we're going, I will knock on Tifa's door to get her too.
All right. Tifa comes out. What are we up to today, Cloud?
Going to Chocobo farm again.
What for?
To see if he will allow me to race the Chocobo in the race that's happening.
Hmm. Didn't peg you for much of a chocobo racer.
He'll shrug.
I mean, the hair says it all. Aerith runs a hand through your hair swiftly.
Okay.
It looks just like a chocobo. Don't you think, Cloud?
I suppose a bit.
Okay. The three of you begin making your way towards the chocobo farm.
Yeah.
All right. You walk along the side of the marsh, heading towards the Chocobo Ranch.
Yep. Always a ranch, not a farm. Damn it.
Doesn't matter too much. Here it is.
Yes, yes. Where the chocobos roam.
Mm-hmm. You see that one of them attempts to communicate with you again. Oh.
I kind of give it a weird look.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. What are you saying to it, Cloud?
I'm just copying it.
Hmm. This chocobo is sad.
Why is that?
He stubbed his toe on one of the fences.
Okay.
What do you do?
I can't really do anything to help the chocobo. I think we're just gonna go up to the house.
Okay, you go up to the house. You know that inside is William, brother of Will and Bill, and
Oh
Wilhelmina.
my. As long as he does not mention this fact, this conversation will go smoothly. Anyway,
What do you do?
I will knock on the door.
Okay, you see William open the door. Hello, how can I help you?
I've come to ask if you know anything about the Chocobo race.
Chocobo race? Ah, yes, I think they have it every year in town.
Hmm. Do you think there's some way I could borrow a Chocobo so I can enter the race?
Borrow a chocobo. Well, you could buy a chocobo.
How much would they cost?
Chocobo will cost you, let's see, that'll be 1,000 gil.
I don't have that kind of money.
Oh, well, mm, I'd say if you can kill that Zolom for me, I'll give you one for free. Could also try taming one of your own chocobos.
I consider his words. Do you know where Chocobo seed is?
Chocobo seed? Yes,
Yes.
but it's a very rare item. I don't have any for sale.
What is it?
Chocobo seed can be fed to a chocobo to make it a gold chocobo. Activates chemicals in their brain. You see, most chocobos actually have an adult form. They don't reach it, though. Their original habitat was destroyed many hundreds of years ago. They used to be able to become much larger, faster creatures. Nowadays, they just stay in the first form. They're able to get by uh, well enough with human assistance. But a chocobo seed can trigger the transformation.
Hmm. Hey, Julian, was there some kind of prize for winning the race that was listed on the board?
It did not list a prize, but there is almost certainly a prize.
Okay. If I was going to try and tame a wild Chocobo, where could I find one?
Well, you'd need to buy some chocobo greens in order to attract it. You'd also need to buy a chocobo lore materia, which I do have for sale.
How much would those two things cost?
Chocobo lore, that'll be 30 gil.
And the greens?
Well, it depends on what quality of green you want.
I kind of look at him like I'm waiting for him to explain.
He does not say anything, he just looks at you.
Can you explain?
Of course. Come inside and I'll show you the store.
I walk in.
Haven't really been running it too frequently nowadays. Not a lot of travelers with the Zolom.
I'll
First, here's
nod.
that chocobo lore materia you were asking about. He hands it to you.
I'll look at it.
That'll be 30 gil, please.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it could prove useful.
All right, write down chocobo lore materia.
What color is it?
It is purple.
Okay.
Don't forget to equip it.
I won't. Now tell me more about these greens.
Well, greens are plants that chocobo like to eat. You can buy higher quality ones to increase your chances of finding a chocobo.
Mhm.
And of course, they'll heighten the chances that the chocobo sticks around. You see, the taste is better for the more expensive greens.
I see. So what's the price range on these greens?
Can go anywhere from 100 to 1,000 gil.
And what's the likelihood of success with just 100?
Well, it's hard to quantify in terms of numbers or anything, but regular greens, you'll have some trouble. The best greens, premium, now you won't have any trouble at all. If you're somewhere in the middle, well, you get the picture.
He sits there and contemplates how much trouble it would be compared to trying to hunt down and kill a snake the size of a house. Would you say this is more or less trouble than having to kill a snake the size of a house?
Oh, you mean the Zolom? Well, I don't know for a man like you. I just don't know. Finding a chocobo, well, it's rather simple as long as you know what you're doing. You have some experience, don't you?
No.
Oh boy. Well, good luck to you. So which greens would you like to buy, sir?
I am notoriously better at killing things. I am at attracting things. I might just want to go fight the snake. There's a bounty on the snake too, right?
There is.
How much was the bounty?
They just said they wanted you to kill it.
The bounty didn't list the price.
There wasn't any bounty on the bounty board. It was mentioned to you by a person.
Oh, damn. Okay. Do you know where this Zol dwells?
Oh, you can't miss it. Go into the marsh and look for the huge shadow beneath the bog waters. That'll be the Zolom. You, you sure you're ready to fight a thing like that? It's very large, sir.
No, I'm not, but I always have experience with fighting things.
Well, that chocobo lore materia is useless without the greens. If you don't want it, I'll take it back for the same price. Don't want you to feel like you got ripped off.
Hmm. You know, I think I just came up with a different plan. Sure. I will hand him back the material.
Thank you kindly. He gives you back 30 gil.
This is a good man.
Yeah, him and his brothers and sisters seem to run very good businesses.
May I suggest another plan? I have a chocobo seed.
Oh my, well, I'll buy it from you.
How much would you pay for it?
I'll give you 650 gil for it.
Hmm. Tell me, how much could you sell a gold chocobo for?
Oh, gold chocobo? Well, let me think. Gold chocobo, now that could go for a bit of money. The thing is, the seed is sometimes more valuable than the gold chocobo. It depends on the training. Some breeders might want to buy the seed separately because they've already trained the chocobo beforehand. Buying a new chocobo to train might be more hassle than it's worth if the chocobo has a bad personality.
Would you say any of your chocobos have a bad personality?
Oh, yes, but those you use for other tasks, you see. Chocobos that have bad personalities are good for plowing. They get angry, like to kick up the dirt. Makes them real good at farming. So it really all
Hmm.
depends on what you're trying to do. A gold chocobo is stronger and faster, so it's usually a boon, but a farmer who has a farming chocobo, well, won't be able to afford a gold seed or a gold chocobo.
How about this? If you and me a chocobo to race, and I feed the seed, you can have the chocobo after the race.
Hmm. But who gets the prize money from the race?
Me. You have to Chocobo.
All right, let's do it.
Well done. I like this compromise.
All right, come with me.
I guess I'm going with him.
This is my fastest chocobo. His name is Ashton. Oh.
Hello there. That kind of
We're
looked
going
a
to want to
creature.
get familiar with Ashton, so get into the pen. We don't want him getting high on his horse after he becomes a gold chocobo.
I'll nod and I'll just walk into the pen with Ashton here.
Ashton makes a weird facial expression towards you.
I make a completely blank one towards him. Ashton is like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
So what expression do you make?
Probably an expression of like light confusion. Like, what's that for? Cute.
You see Ashton go, he spits on you.
I would just reach up and wipe it off. Hmm. Why'd you go do a thing like that? I'll say to him.
Looks like he don't respect you. All right, I'll go for a little bit. See if you can't get acquainted with him.
All right.
Tifa and Aerith wander off.
I guess it's just me and the bird now.
Oh. All right, what will you try to do in order to bond with the bird?
Hmm. Does he have food nearby?
No.
Okay. Do I know how intelligent these animals are?
They're animals, so they have animal level intelligence, but they can be pretty smart, crafty for animals, sort of like a dog.
Hmm. Okay. He just made a sound at me.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't think Cloud knows exactly what to do, so he looks at it, kind of smiles, and just goes, "Oh."
Oh. Oh. Roll animal handling.
Okay. Fuck, this is actually kind of working. 19.
All right, you attempt to learn the Chocobo language by working back and forth with the Chocobo. However, as a human, you learn nothing. The man returns.
Awesome.
Looks like Ashton doesn't really respect you, lad. You've got to get out of the pen now. It might start getting violent.
I see. I will get out the pen. Hmm.
You'll just have to find another way, lad. Looks like you don't have the skill to ride a Chocobo.
Seems like it. Shame too. Sounds like it would have been fun.
Were you trying to talk to it?
They kept yelling at me.
Okay. Why did
I
Cloud
love
do
that.
that?
Do what?
Why did he try to talk to the bird?
Because he didn't know what else to do.
Okay. The guy goes back into his house.
Damn, I really just failed hard. Okay.
You tried to learn the bird language.
That wasn't really my goal with that. To be fair, I don't know what my goal was with that, but damn, I really crashed and burned on that one.
Well, we could try a different job, says Tifa. Yeah, there's plenty of things on the bounty board.
I'll nod towards both of them and we'll start heading back to town.
There's also the Mithril Mines when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I know.
So then, you return to Kalm. On the board, you can see that a new job has been added.
Oh, really?
Yes, there are now 3 jobs listed. They need a Chocobo racer to complete their roster. They need somebody to go into Sector 5 in Midgar to retrieve some belongings for somebody who had to leave in a hurry. And they also
Mm.
need a letter delivered to Cosmo Canyon. However, you know that
Cause
Cosmo Canyon is some distance away, listed in the job.
oh, we're not doing Chocobo Racer one because I decided to try and learn bird language instead of doing anything else practical.
You could try again and do something different. Or
Yeah,
try a
maybe we'll
different
do
way.
that like tomorrow. What's that?
Try a different way. Not to mention, you still have the seed that you could sell. You could try to buy greens, buy back your Chocobo lore, try to fight Zola.
Yeah. Mm. Well, we're not going to the canyon today. I guess we could go and see if we can sneak back into Sector 5 to get that shit.
Okay,
Let's say who has
that's gonna be a dangerous job getting back into Midgar.
true, but I think it should go okay.
Why?
Mm-mm. Isn't Sector 5 the one without a plate? Well, I guess Sector 7 also doesn't have one now.
Nor does 6.
Wait, 6 doesn't have a plate?
No,
No.
5, 6, nor 7.
Damn, they do this a lot more than I thought they did.
Sure do.
Jesus.
So, who do
Yeah,
you
and,
assemble for this job?
mm, it was from Sector 5, right?
That's correct.
I think we'll take her
Wedge dead.
and yeah, Wedge dead. Biggs also dead. All right, I'm either gonna take Jesse or Barrett. Hmm. I think we'll take it Barrett because I feel like I've been leaving him out all.
All right, what do you do? You're currently in Calm in front of the bounty board.
I'm well, first of all, did I say who I am getting these supplies for? I mean these things for?
A local villager.
Just say a local villager. It doesn't have a name or address.
Do you need a local name or?
I mean, does it say what we're getting on the poster?
So it's for a woman named Cleo.
Hmm.
It just says that she left her belongings in her house when she left and she'd like you to go retrieve them.
What belongings? Are we talking like I need to somehow get a couch?
Doesn't say.
Yeah, see, that's why I wanted a name so I could go talk to him and be like, hey, what the hell do you actually want me to grab?
They'll probably say, fuck off. Okay, so what do you do?
Well, I guess first and foremost, I would go get Barrett.
Okay. You go to the inn with Tifa and Aerith. We're
Mm,
in the inn.
yeah. You know, I'm considering, should I bring Tifa along with me on this? Instead of Barrett? No, we need to include Barrett. I haven't for a while.
Yeah, you have a lot of companions with lower scores.
Yeah, I think it's primarily Barrett and Red who have the lowest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Tifa. Would you be alright staying here? I want to bring Barrett with us on this.
All right.
Alright. I'll go and knock on Barrett's door.
No, you see, Red. He comes over to the door. Ah, what's going on, Cloud?
Me and Aleph are going into Sector 5 to retrieve some things. Do
Sector
you want to come
5.
with us?
You want to go back into Midgar?
It's a job.
Huh. What's the job?
Just
Going
retrieve some
after
things.
another Mako reactor?
No, we're just getting some things for somebody who had to flee the city.
All right. He cracks the knuckles on his hand and comes out
Uh,
to join you. Your
Jesus
party is
Christ.
now you, Aerith, and Barrett.
Okay. I think that's a good party.
Right. So what do you do?
We're gonna go see this Cleo person.
All right. You go to a local house. It is a small house made out of wood with some stone foundations. It looks sort of European medieval.
I will approach and knock on the front door.
All right. A woman comes out. Hello? Who are you?
Hello, my
Oh, are you that
my
person who caught the materia thief?
yes.
Was there another theft?
No, I came asking about your items you left in Midgard.
Oh, I see. It's Midgar. There's no D.
Midgard. Why not make it Midgard if it's gonna be
I
Midgard?
didn't make the game, man.
Yeah, but I this is a question for whoever the fuck he did. Okay. Carrying onward. I just came to ask, well, what did you actually need us to retrieve?
Well, there were a lot of my personal effects in there, including my purse, my instrument, a lot of my old photographs, my bed equipment. Well, a lot of my stuff, really. Just anything you could get out would be very helpful.
Oh, nod.
I'll pay you 500 gil.
Oh, that's kind of a suspicious amount considering that is just going to move his shit.
Well, it's not just going to move her shit, it's going into Midgar.
I mean, isn't this okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it isn't for normal people this place just a city? Couldn't a lot of people just kind of walk in?
Not people from Kalm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, usually going into Midgar is like really bad. It's kind of dystopian. The police are super brutal. There's the Turks.
Mm.
Not to mention it's Sector 5, which has a collapsed plate and is economically depressed. Midgar is not very safe. I'm sure you couldn't have guessed this from the terrorist group that you're a part of.
Yeah, maybe the threat of Avalanche was actually kind of part of that.
And, not to mention Don
Corneo.
Corneo.
Yep.
So there's the
Also,
mafia.
they also did, commit like mass murder, or at least tried to, for like what comparatively is kind of a small issue.
And there's Dr. Hojo. I mean, so it's just kind of not good.
Wow, why do people live here? This place is trash.
Okay, so what do you do?
Very well. Where exactly did you live in Sector 5?
She gives you an address.
We'll walk away, and as we do, I'm gonna address Aerith, because maybe she can help us get in a quieter way.
Okay.
Aerith, do you know any quieter ways we can get into Sector 5?
Well, there is one way in, but we'll need the key,
What's the key?
like a literal key.
Oh, can we get that? He seems a little like, okay.
It's only accessible to Shinra employees. The person who has the key is Mr. Reno.
Hmm.
If we could get it from him, we'd be able to go whenever we want. And leave, too. Mr. Reno would use it to try to spy on me. It's kind of creepy. Mm-hmm.
So we can get to Reno, we can get it in and out of the city pretty much whenever we want. Hmm.
Reno Reno does have a reputation for sucking.
I mean, yeah, here's the thing. The problem is we just need to get him to come after us alone.
I don't think that will be especially difficult.
Hmm. Do you think there's some way we can get a message to Reno? I kind of address both of them because you know,
I don't know, Cloud. I don't know where he is. Neither do I. We might be able to draw him out, though.
yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Mako Reactor 6.
Maybe not that.
Come on, Cloud.
We're trying to get into the city quietly, Barrett.
We could do that and do some good at the same time. Mako Reactor 6 would be sure to draw him out.
Well, we need the key to get to Mach Reactor 6.
And it would be another notch to push Shinra down.
Barrett, if we take out Mach Reactor, Reno won't come alone. That's the goal.
We beat him before. Come on, Cloud. Mako Reactor 6. Let's do it.
No, that's a bad idea.
Well, what do you want to do, Cloud?
I mean, if Reno's like a employee of Shinra, wouldn't he just have like an employee email or something?
You don't have a phone.
And there's no where I could get that in the town of Kalm. Actually, that probably not.
90s.
90s. Fuck.
Fool. This is the 90s.
Would the truck and or bicycle have a phone in it?
No. That
Damn it.
was back in the 90s. That would be incredibly expensive. It existed, but it was like that was like a businessman thing.
Would the hospital have a phone?
Probably not, because who would they be calling?
Damn it. Okay, that's all my ideas for where I could get a phone.
I mean, you could ask around. There might be somebody, but there isn't going to be any regular institutions that will have a phone.
I mean, to be completely honest, I feel like I could just like buy a can of spray paint and like go within like an area around Midgar and spray paint the wall with like Reno, come get me, bitch, and he would come.
Maybe. I mean, he has shown himself to be very distractible.
Honestly, that actually might be what we do. Because I think we could get to the outer wall and I could just like, spray paint.
Maybe. It is a bit of a long shot, though. He might not even see it.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, is there any place where like Shinra guards do patrol somewhat regularly?
He's not a guard, though.
Yeah, but if they find something like Reno, come get me, bitch, they probably can report that up.
No, they probably won't, because management
Really?
will have told them to not report that shit to Reno anymore.
Damn.
I mean, you remember what Rude said when they met, right? He was like, let me handle this, you little bro, you little angry man.
Hmm.
You also don't even know where Reno is. He might not even be in Midgar.
Yeah, if they're not going to report anything to him, that's provocative. I really, you know what? We might as well ask around to see if anybody has.
And
You
also
know, might
remember,
as
you
well.
don't have to do the side quests right now. You can come back and do many of these side quests, especially the ones in Calm, at any point in the story where you have extra time.
Oh, I know. But I might as well give this one a try now. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we move on.
So what do you do?
Let's ask around, see if anybody has a phone. It's unlikely, but it's a possibility.
I'd check with somebody who does tech stuff. Maybe the hospital or material shop. Maybe Will knows something.
Yeah, so let's go ask Will. We're gonna go back to the bar so I can ask Will. Honestly, he
An
probably
inn,
know.
actually. It's not a bar.
Does it serve alcohol?
He has alcohol, but it's not a bar.
Okay,
Like
you win this time.
there's a few places to sit, but it's not like there's no food. Okay.
Oh,
Um, how can I help you?
do you know any place in this town where I could find a phone?
A phone, a phone. Well, let me think about that. You know, I think there was a phone in town a little while ago.
Was
Yes, I can't remember if it's still here. You'll want to find the inventor.
the inventor?
Yes, there was a man come through here. Think he worked for Shinra. You know, he was the very one who was in that room you went into. Had long white
I
hair, old man, tattoo of I think it was 14 on his shoulder.
I note that in my mental library for later. I see.
He came here right after, oh, it must have been a few years ago. Last Shinra employee who came through. Bald man, white goatee, beautiful woman with him. He might still be here, not sure. Had his own home after he stayed a little bit at the inn. And of course, there's also the inventor who took after him on the edge of town. That's who I think is your best bet.
Where do they live?
Edge of town, right over there.
Thank you. I'm gonna go right over there to edge of town to see this inventor.
All right. Barrett knocks with his gun arm.
Okay.
You see a guy with glasses come out. Hello? How can I help you?
Hi there. I was wondering if you had a phone I could use.
Well, I could build you one, but why?
I just need to send a message.
Well, can I know who? This is sort of sudden. I mean, are you wanting to hire me? The name's Fats, by the way. He puts his hand out.
Fats. Okay. I'll
Hey, wait a
shake
minute.
his.
Aren't you Avalanche members too? Uh-huh.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I know you. He looks at Barrett. You were that one at the meeting. Uh. Mm-hmm. I remember you, always talking about blowing up Mako reactors.
I kind of look at Bear like
We needed to
so.
take action. Well, I guess that's in the past now. So, how's this all going to work?
I need to send a message to revoke a member of Shinra to come meet with me, so I can gain access to Midgar.
How much will you pay?
Hmm. 100 gil.
Nah, get out of here. I won't do it for less than 500.
All I'm asking is to borrow a phone.
Well, I don't have one. I could build you one. But to do that and incur risk by having you call a member of Shinra, well, I'm going to need some gil for that. 500's pretty generous, I think.
Hmm. You are a member of Avalanche, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to help me do something that would do everyone in Avalanche a little bit of good?
How will it do that? Let's hear it.
You're familiar with the Turks?
Indeed, I am.
If this succeeds, there will be, well, they will be very busy for quite some time. They won't be able to keep some attention on Avalanche.
So, Ian, that is actually a lie since you're only drawing away Reno.
I mean, I kind of assumed that they would have to find Reno afterwards.
I mean, you remember how they treated Reno. Reno does his own thing. And also, they probably wouldn't. He's a Turk. He can take care of himself.
Hmm. Okay, then I need to amend my statement. I
You could
misunderstood.
lie.
I mean, I could, but I don't really think I don't really think Cloud wants to lie to this person.
Why?
Well, one, he doesn't really want to lie in general. He kind of finds that distasteful. Secondly, um, this person is a member of Avalanche, and he somewhat respects that, even though he doesn't really think they should be charging him this much for this.
Come on, Cloud. This guy ain't gonna help us. He'd rather sit around and talk about what needs to be changed than do anything.
Just because I don't blow things up doesn't mean I'm not trying to change things.
I'm offering you an avenue to change things right now.
Hmm, not really hearing any evidence of that. You're gonna call the Turks? I mean, what's that gonna do? Sounds like a pretty dumb plan, honestly.
It's gonna give me a key to gain the Midgard whenever I wish.
Okay? How does that help me?
Are we all on the same side? Doesn't what help
Mm,
me help you?
I don't see how that's useful at all.
You don't see how having a secret interest into the city of Midgard is useful.
We already have that. We're Avalanche.
Well,
Cloud, what you're saying isn't really making sense. Maybe we should come back later.
yeah, maybe we should. Goddamn. Well,
I
that's
like
too.
her. Thank you.
Fine.
All right. The three of you are sitting in one of the booths in the inn. Aerith has his hand on his head.
Huh. Can't believe those guys.
It is annoying.
Stand around while people like us have to get things done.
I kind of just. This has been a very unproductive day, so I think Cloud's a little annoyed. And he's kind of just expressing that and staying a little silent.
Well, what's the next move?
Not quite sure. Today has been rather unproductive.
Why don't we all take a rest and talk about it tomorrow?
That might be a good idea. I need to have a talk with Tifa anyway.
Yeah, Cloud, what the fuck? It'll give me a key to get into the city. Why would he care about that?
I shrug. I don't know. I don't really understand him.
Barrett goes to his room. Aerith goes to hers.
I might as well have this conversation now. Because I do feel bad about how I've been treating Tifa, and I kind of want to address it.
Okay.
I mean, I go up to her room and knock.
Okay. You arrive at Tifa's room.
I want to knock.
Who is it?
It's Cloud.
What's up, Cloud? How did it go?
Not well.
Is it time to move on?
Maybe soon. I wanted to talk to you first. Can I come in?
Sure. She opens the door for you.
I'll walk in.
What can I do for you?
I want to apologize for how I've been treating you.
She sits down on the bed. I know you're frustrated, Cloud. I am too.
I'll sit down next to her. All the same. Doesn't give me the right to be rude.
We'll find
I
Sephiroth and get revenge. After that, we'll be able to move on. Your father, your mother, my father. It's just so horrible, Cloud. That's probably part of the reason you can't remember more. No one wants to remember that happening to their mom.
He kind of has a very downcast look, and he'll say, "That's actually one of the worst parts. What could have been worse? Because I remember my mom. I remember what happened. So what was so much worse than that I can't remember?"
Well, don't think about it that way, Cloud. It might be more like a bomb, you know? You can see a soot mark from where it exploded, but everything around is destroyed. An
That
apt,
doesn't really help.
an apt metaphor, however, very quickly thought of. Does Cloud consider it an apt metaphor, or does he find it lacking?
I mean, that doesn't really help. It's like, man, the soot mark's there, but that's actually like better preserved than everything else around it.
I'm not asking if he likes it. I'm asking if he finds the metaphor accurate.
Maybe?
No maybes. Yes or no?
No, then. Well, let me consider it. Hang on. Yeah, it's the rather apt metaphor.
Okay. Why?
Well, I clearly experienced some very traumatic event. I remember key details of the event, I think, but not much else.
Okay.
So it's a apt metaphor. Also, I just noticed that in this picture, if you look on the right side of him, the frame kind of curves up so it looks like a wing.
Interesting. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Good spotting.
Yeah.
You gain a
Huh.
point with Tifa for accepting her metaphor. She can tell by your body language that the metaphor seems to speak to you.
I do need to ask you a question that I'd like you to answer honestly.
Sure, Cloud, but remember, I can't remember everything either. It was a very traumatic time. Plus, it was a long time ago.
This isn't about what happened, it's about intention. I know you're doing this to keep me safe. At least you believe you are. But I need to be sure that that is your only intention.
What do you think I'm doing, Cloud?
Keeping my memories from me.
I'm not doing that. I've told you everything I know. I know you think that I dropped that photograph because I didn't want you to see it or something like that. It was because I was nervous. Showing you that, I didn't know what was going to happen. That's why I spilled that drink, Cloud. I was that nervous about showing it to you. You
And
probably
I
don't
will insult you.
experience that being a soldier. You have perfect muscle command. You probably never feel scared or anything like that, but it's really hard for me.
I do feel scared, Tifa.
Well, you don't show it, Cloud. I do. You got to understand, I'm doing my best for you, but it's hard. It's just hard.
Hmm. He kind of he looks at her and he has an odd look on his face somewhere between like compassion and wanting to help her, but also just kind of a look of not even frustration, but like almost panic.
What's wrong, Cloud? What's with the face?
I want to trust you, but you keep dodging questions,
I haven't dodged any questions, Cloud.
and you claim to know very little about what happened, but
I know what I know. Cloud, listen, you really need to just make up your mind. Either you believe me or you don't, but don't keep coming here asking me to change my story when I've told you what I know. She stands up. Listen, I don't enjoy you coming in here and telling me I'm a liar or anything like that. If you think I'm lying, then just be done with it. I don't want to keep hearing these accusations. I'm not going to change what I believe and what the truth is just so that you can feel better. I don't know and neither do you. I've told you what I know. You can accept that or reject it.
alright. He'll get up and he'll go towards the door.
I hope you
He,
can trust me, Cloud.
I don't think he can say anything to that.
Okay.
I think he'll just open the door and leave.
All right. That night, you consider in your mind you're starting to hit a wall with some of your tasks in Kalm. Only 2 remain, and the mithril mines are awaiting you across the marsh. What will be your next move? You could, A, go deeper into the tasks and start getting a plan to get the Sector 5 key. That would involve probably going on a smaller adventure to find Reno. And of course, the other task of the Cosmo Canyon thing, you could also try out that one, but it's a bit of a journey. There is also the choice of proceeding to the mithril mines. Though to do this, of course, you will either need to fight the Zolom or procure for yourself a Chocobo.
Which I can only really do if I fight the soul.
No, but yeah, okay. So those are your options. You can also get a Chocobo through buying a Chocobo or taming your own Chocobo.
Yeah.
Your seed could pay for a Chocobo. I mean, oh wait, how much gil do you have right now?
459. So it could barely pay for one.
Yeah, so you could pay for a Chocobo right now.
Don't I need more than one?
Game mechanics, no.
Okay.
We're saying how that works is the Chocobo is so fast that it can ferry you all across, and the Zolom won't be able to catch it. It's just that fast.
Okay.
It's just that fast. You know, Todd Howard gets on the stage with a picture JPEG of the Chocobo. It just works.
It just works.
Pulls
That's
up
what
a
it does.
picture.
It works.
Pulls up a picture of Tsunami from Wings of Fire. This is the Zolom. It just works.